All right, so this is going to be the last part of this back test. So let's just begin quickly. All right, so starting off, we need to change this time to London. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but all right. So starting off the day, we can clearly see we've got a 50-minute break of structure bullish over here. And if we look at the higher time frame, we can clearly see that we're bullish. Now, there's something to keep in mind that we could pull back into this zone. So if we do get a order flow shift down on the 50-minute time frame, then I'll be looking for sells. Whereas on NZD, we're looking at the exact same thing. It's literally the exact same thing for both. So, 4-hour internal break. Let's see. All right, so what I'll be looking at is an order flow shift bullish, so then I can continue the trend, moving higher. So let's see, do we get an order flow shift? We did get an order flow shift, but the entry would have been before London session, so I actually would not have entered this, and therefore I avoided a loss. And by the looks of things, we still bearish on the 1 minute time frame. So what's happening now? Okay, we came to the extreme zone on the 1 minute time frame. We did break below. What about NZD? That's on NZD. This is on EU. Well, I think I should have entered this. I should have entered this, and I missed out on a loss. But so realistically, I should have been in. I should have been in this one right here. Let me just mark this out for. All right. So I should have been in this loss, but I did not see it. Right. So on NZD, we clearly breached the low. On here, we have not breached the low yet. Let's see. You know what? I'll be waiting for like an external shift bullish, which will be my confirmation that price wants to move higher. If not, then we are clearly gonna go bearish. So I'm just gonna wait and see what we get. So this is an external shift right here. So you got our 1 minute break of structure going down, and then we have our 1 minute change of character bullish. So now we have our weak structure all the way up here. So let's see for NZD, did we do the same thing here or not? We didn't externally shift, so I'll be taking my trade off of, let's say, this imbalance right here if it comes all the way to the extreme. If not, then I'll be waiting for an order flow shift back to bullish, and then I'll continue the trend until this week high. So let's see. Let's see if price comes all the way back into my POI, or we're going to wait for an order flow shift back to bullish to continue that trend. So this is going to be our external protected low. We're in a protected low, and let's see. All right, so we're back at entry. Do we get an order flow shift back to being bullish? And I mean, this order flow shift, wait, this is valid. I'm not gonna scale in because why am I not gonna scale in? Wait, actually I will scale in, why not? This looks it's valid. Is it yeah, it's valid, so why would I not scale in? Let's see. Right here, second entry, or I'll just forward test it because I've kind of missed the entry anyway. So let's just see what happens. So that's where I would have entered, and so I guess, wait, do I get stopped on that one? Yeah, I do. So I get stopped. So I would be getting stopped twice actually. All right, well, that's 2 losses. The market is just being horrible in this area, so that's not good. Let's see on NZD. We have a clear indication that price was trying to move lower here, and I mean there's not much going on at the moment. This is just looking horrible. So I'm just gonna have to sit this out now because Okay, if price comes back into this zone, I can take a sell. Let's see. We got a 50-minute internal break. Let's see what we got. All right, that's the last external break of structure. And then market is still bullish. Market is still bullish again. Do we get an external? Do we get a order flow shift down? So we failed to break that. No, and then we don't shift down, so I wouldn't be taking anything. Here we don't shift down bearish either, so I wouldn't be taking anything either. We're coming to the extreme POI now. Let's see, and we don't get a shift anything. We do get a 50-minute internal change of character bullish. So instead of taking sells, I'd be going back for longs, but there doesn't seem to be a good. It doesn't seem to be a good continuation. So let me just get rid of this stuff. So we got a 50-minute internal change of character. Let's see if we can get anything a little long or something else. All right. I mean, realistically, since it's a change of character, the last break would be here, so I would be potentially taking this one, but this does not have any confluences. Just for that reason, I won't take it. But let's see. But on the 1 minute time frame, it does. So let's see what would happen. No, actually, since it does on the 1 minute time frame, I should be taking this. I should be it came to the extreme, so I would be taking this actually. 3.7 over there. I'll be putting a limit order. This would be the last break of structure as the order flow is shifting bullish. So this 1 second. Internal break of structure. POI does have imbalance, that's good. And it does okay, it's only got imbalance, that's fine. Now what else? Okay, so what I would have in mind right here, I would be, if this ends up as a loss, I would be waiting for price to come into this area, and I would be looking for an order flow shift to go back up. Okay, so let's see what happens. All right, we get stopped out. That's fair enough. Now I'm gonna wait for price to come into more of a discounted area. Is that discounted? Yeah, it should be discounted. Yeah, discounted area, to then go back up and target the high. So as we can see, we clearly got an order flow shift back to bullish. So now what I'd be doing is I just need to take continuations until this high right here. All right, I mean, this is looking like a continuation. I'm gonna take it off the extremes just so I can get a better risk to reward, even though the PRI with the imbalance is right here. I'm gonna take it off of this right here. I mean, this looks, look at the risk to reward on that. It's not worth risking. I'm not gonna, it's not worth risking the money. Look at that, 1.5, is it 1.5? 1.2, 2.2, 1.32. It's not really worth risking the money though. That's not that good. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look that good, bro. I mean, you know what? Let's just take it. Still a valid trade. Why not? There's no reason for me not to take it. 2.1, let's just target the weak structure. Let's see what happens. It's still valid, so. Alright, got stopped out. That's not looking good. That ain't looking good. Now I need to wait for price to go back to being bullish. Oh wait, I think I'm wrong actually. I just realized something. I completely messed up my whole bias for the day. How many losses did I take? I think 2 or 3. I think I can take one more trade, but I just absolutely completely messed up my bias for the day. I just realized we are extremely overbought and we shifted externally on the 50-minute time frame bearish. So oh my god, I should be taking sells, not buys. What am I doing? What? So realistically speaking, my setup was, and that looked shit too. I knew it looked terrible. So realistically, I should be taking like this right here. This is the last trade for the day. I won't take anything else. This is what I should be taking. Let's just make it 2R. Because now it's a high probability trade. I got my bias right now because it failed to break. Since it failed to break that, this will be the weak structure all the way down here. Yeah, so now this makes sense. Not what I did before. Let's see. And you know what? This would be the next continuation. So let me get into this as well. Now it makes a lot of sense. What was I doing before? That was so dumb. I completely forgot where we was in the market. Like, what am I doing? This makes sense. This should play out. Come on. Yeah, this look at this has to play out. There's no way it doesn't. It makes so much sense. Actually, I don't know if it's gonna play out. And wait, what time is it? Wait, what? Oh my god. This is way too late in the day, my bad. I shouldn't be taking trades. I'm tweaking. Maybe I should have waited to backtest like in the morning, not now. What am I doing? Bruh. My brain ain't there. Alright, let's just ignore that day because that was absolutely horrible from me. Oh my god. Let's go to London session next day. Let's focus up. I need to focus up here. Okay, so externally, since we shifted, now we took that low out. That's perfect. But now, instead of continuing that bearish trend after it took out the external weak low, which was right here, now it's ended up going for the high instead. Okay. So clearly, it's trying to go up. That's fine. What about NZD? It's done the exact same thing. And for NZD, you had equal, and then it took out the low. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So now I would be expecting price to keep moving higher. Okay. So is it ATM yet? Nope. But right now, it looks like we're on the right side of the shoulder. So like we are in a bearish trend now. So I would be looking for sells. Same here. I mean, if it comes back into a higher zone, that doesn't look that great. I'm just gonna wait. Since we're bullish, I'm just gonna wait for price to go back to bullish, and then I'll take longs instead because that makes more sense to me. So there's no point in me taking anything at the moment. Not bullish yet. And then we just shift bullish, which is nice. Okay, so we get a 3-minute internal change of character right here, and we have a 3-minute internal break. Okay. Now, where are we in the leg? That we're not reacting off something amazing, and 30-minute. I don't know what the hell's going on with the 30-minute. Okay, we're not reacting off something that great, but okay. I mean, it's a sell to buy. This is a sell to buy. Not the best reaction point. I kind of wanted the imbalance to be what price is reacting to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to evaluate this properly. So we got this high that needs to be broken, which it doesn't get broken. So that is very nice. This does not look great. I'll take it though. I mean, the 1 minute, we do have an imbalance right here. Not the best. And this is in the middle of the leg. So this is low probability. But it's still valid. Okay, it's still valid. Low probability, still valid though. So, okay. Now, as for NZD, it hasn't broken above the high yet. And we just did now. And we just broke above this. That's nice. This would be a continuation moving higher, which would be right here. Okay. And of course, we're trying to go for the high, obviously. So we just shifted. This would be last breaker structure. It's got the confluences, so we're targeting all the way up there. One thing to remember is that we're not coming off something amazing, but we won't know if it's on a reverse on me until we get the market structure shift. So it's a 50-50. It's either going to go higher to take out that weak structure, or we are going to fail to break the structure, and then we're going to target this low, and then we're going to go and take out the high. So, you know, you just have to take the chance. You don't know what's actually going to happen. So we just have to take the, let me see on you. And I just missed my trade like a donut because I was too focused on waiting on the other one. So this would have been a win. Would have been, wait, no, maybe not. Not yet. And that one needs to get cancelled because would I, wait, what? Wait, before we do end up checking that, wait, would this have been an actual win though? That's what I want to know. 1.5, 2.5, yeah, it would, okay, it would have been a win. All right, that's fine. Okay, I was about to say. As for NZD, I mean, NZD's gone. We're trying to go for that high. It's fine. Let's see. No good confluences, not a good. I mean, look at this price action, by the way. It doesn't look like this price action just looks absolutely horrible. There's no confluences anywhere. I mean, I guess this would be the last thing I'd be looking at. If price comes into this zone and then we get a shift back to bullish, I would have a look at taking longs again, but I need price to come into that zone. And wait, wow, what's going on here? Clearly we failed to break that high and we're going for that low, so I'm going to take a continuation moving lower. Let's see if we can get any continuations. Not that one. That looks horrible. That looks horrible as well. This little breaker structure is absolutely horrid. There's no good continuations at the moment. If anything, yeah, it got taken. Okay, and there was no continuations. Okay, fair enough. This is looking the high. We're at the extreme. Are we at the extreme? Wait, because we are going for that high overall. So realistically, I'm waiting for an order for shift up. What time is this? 2 p.m. All right, this is looking. This looks like wick off to me, and we just shifted back up. So now this looks much better. We've got inducement to the POI as well at this stage. So now clearly we are most definitely going for that high. So all I have to do is take continuations. So let's see if we can get a nice continuation, which we actually did on this one, but actually never mitigated. So no, nope, nope. It had inducement, but no mitigation. So what I would be taking here would be a fractal, since this is quite clearly wick off. Okay, I would be taking it from here. It's a fractal, so I'll use the 5-minute and target all the way up there. Looks good to me, to be honest. It's got imbalance. We got, wait, maybe I should have entered a bit more refined to get a higher risk to reward setup, but you can clearly see we've got this order flow shift up, and all right, it's 6. Why am I taking trades at this time? And wait, I need to start looking at the time. What am I doing? 6 p.m. I stopped trading. Wait, when did I enter? Oh, 4:30. That's fine, actually. Never mind. 4:30 is fine. And I can't enter any more trades now, though, so. But if I was taking any setups, it would be here. I mean, I'm ending it here, I think, because you know what? Okay, let's show the stop loss. Okay, if I was taking any setups, it would be this one right here after, because it's right. It's about to go take out the high, so I'd be taking this continuation like this, not like that, like this, yeah. And there would be another continuation now that I'd be taking if price came back, but it's of course too late in the day. So, but yeah, that's a nice, amazing fractal though, like a very nice fractal. Let's go to the next day. Higher time frame. What's it saying? We are clearly bullish. We fail to break this low. Is it 7? No, wait, what time is it? It's 8 a.m. almost. 7:30. 8. Okay, it's at 8 now. We just got a shift down. What's going on? Let's see. Okay. We get a reaction off of this. That is right. But we have a very big push down. So for some reason, I feel like it's gonna go down again, but I think I have to follow what it's saying. So wait, why? Nah, I'm just making up stuff, right? Let me use my brain. I'm not using my brain at the moment. What am I doing? We've shifted bullish and we clearly have failed to break the low. Yes, that's right. And then we shifted order for bullish. So we got our 1 minute change of character. So I would want price to come back into this area to then move higher. Okay. What's the 4 hour? 1 hour saying 1 hour. We got a break. That's good. I mean, if the 4 hour could actually, let me see, but all right. What about NZD? We are quite clearly trying to go for the high. So what I would be doing is I'd be looking for a nice, very nice with very good confluences continuation, moving in that direction. Now, as for this, we've gone bearish, but I'm waiting for price to go back to bullish so I can take longs. And as it's breaking that high, I mean, this does not look that good, because a lot of times when we get these equal highs, price ends up being the weak low, so this should be a loss. Okay, and if anything, since we have failed to break, what I'll be doing is I'll be taking this sell instead. 2.9, 3.9 until that weak structure, if we get mitigation. And just so you know, the reason why I'm doing that is because we got this order flow shift. And when you have this main order flow shift that happens, that's the whole idea of the fractal, is that this stuff happens, but then price comes back into this zone to then continue higher and take out this high to then target all the way up there. Okay, so this is counter trend, low probability setup. I think this might end up still being a loss, but due to the fact that, you know, this big push happened down and this order flow shift happened down, and we got these equal highs as well, maybe we're gonna move lower. Okay, let's see. 1 second. Is my mic even on? Yeah, it is. All right. And I should have probably, yeah, I shouldn't have taken this. This looks stupid. It's counter trend. I don't know why I'm taking this. No, the idea is good. The idea is right, but the scenario that we're in is not right because it's countered the trend. Overall, we are bullish. We are going to target this high. Yeah, because it's the last breaker structure and we just failed to break the lows. Correct. So I'm just trading against the trend. So this should end up as a loss. Let's see. But it doesn't end up as a loss. All right. I mean, the idea is right, but it's counter trend. All right. Okay. And another thing, I think I did miss this continuation on NZD. So realistically, I should have been in this one. I mean, the rest of the world would have been absolutely horrible. So we end up taking a win here. So now, realistically, I'd be expecting some sort of reaction to go back up. Because we've taken out those lows. And the idea is that this right here is just inducement for a zone down here to go back up. Okay, so all I need to look for now is an order flow shift bullish, like a strong one. Like a strong order flow shift. That's not order flow shift bullish, nope. If anything, we're still alright. This is looking interesting. This would have been the last break of structure. No confluences, no trade. We have just breached that low, so I think no, we're about to breach that low. We just we just destroyed that low, so we're going down. Okay. Let me get my bias right again. We just shifted bearish. We've literally just shifted bearish. Okay. So I'm gonna be looking for sells now. There's no reason for me to take buys. Yeah. So 15-minute internal change of character. What about NZD? By the looks of things, yeah, by the looks of things, I think just maybe this is what's happening, maybe, and we're targeting this low, but I'm not gonna take anything because this just looks confusing at the moment. But what I'm waiting for now is price to come back into a decent area to then for me to look for sells again. We need like an external shift bearish after it pulls back into a good area. So let's see. Now I'm looking. Yeah, we just shift down. Okay, we've shifted down. I won't be taking longs until we shift back up. If we were to shift back up, then I'll look into it. So we did get a shift bearish now. Right here. 1 minute internal change of character. What did we get the shift off of? It came to an extreme zone, which is right here. And we just respected the protected structure, which was up here, because this is the last break of structure. So in my head, what I'm thinking now is that price, since we do have imbalance right here, is that price is going to go target the low. So I'm going to be taking this. And since it's a big trade, I'm going to use like a bigger stop loss. And I'm going to target all the way down. I'm getting my 2 wrist reward. That's good. So I'll use a very big stop loss. I don't mind. Let's see. What about NZD? We did shift back up. I should have get a reaction there, but then I should have taken a long. I should have taken this long right here though. Yeah, I should have taken the long because realistically this, you know what, NZD just looks horrible at the moment. I'm gonna have to just stick to this. So we get mitigation. This order flow shift happened. It's got imbalance. It was off an extreme zone. This is the weak structure all the way down there. Yeah, this looks about right to me. And we just get a nice push down. Perfect. What if I actually just use this? We would have got just one more wrist reward, but the idea was right, so that's good. So this 15-minute protected high is the reason why I took that. Now this, okay, now this looks clear to me that we just failed to break those highs. So now we're going for the low. I just want to see if there's any nice continuations moving down. I won't take anything. However, I just want to see, so that sell right here, because there was a order flow shift until there would have been a trade. I mean, yeah, now we're just gonna come back the next day. I don't think I think my bias for NZD was just wrong. Yeah, that just looks. Let me stop that. Okay, Yeah, my bias was just wrong. Clearly, it was going for the high. No, this was just confusing. It was in a bit of a range. I was thinking this was a weak structure, but then it shifted back up. We got the long that I wanted. Ended up as a win, which was right because overall we were clearly targeting the high because this was the last 15-minute internal breaker structure. So why the hell was I thinking sells? Wait, that just looks so dumb. I'm not thinking straight. Why do I have this? No, this is not a valid change of character for me. That's to be honest with you, that's the main reason why I didn't take anything here, because this right here is not a valid change of character because there was not a breaker structure that led to that change of character to happen. There was not an actual trend change, and we on the higher time frame we are clearly still bullish. So why was I going back to my old bad habits? All right, I gotta think. Why the hell was I doing that? I have no idea. That was so dumb. It has to be because it's late. I don't know. But coming into the day, I would be looking for price to. That is not a good breakdown. I wanted price to break structure bearish. But okay, wait. We have a clear target all the way up there. All right. So I would be looking at this continuation. Are we talking about mitigation? Come on, bro. That's creating absolutely amazing inducement, by the way. Amazing inducement I'm getting in this if this mitigates my POI. Only if it does. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Maybe we... No, we don't get a pullback. It takes that out. This would be our next continuation, though. Right here. Does it have good confluences? It's got imbalance, yeah. Okay. But it's not most ideal. It doesn't look the cleanest. We'll take this, however. Let's see. What about NZD? There has to be something on this. So... Whoa. We absolutely got smoked. Fair enough. But I'm still waiting for price to go back to bullish. Am I? Wait. Yeah, because that's the weak structure all the way up there. Yeah. We failed to break this low. It's going to go up. I don't see why it would not go up. So what I would be doing is I would be looking at the last 15-minute breaker structure, which is right here, to continue this bullish trend. I just need the reaction to go back up. We just got an order flow shift. We are like there is this right what's it called, head and shoulders pattern going on, but this is before the weak structure has been taken. So I'm not entirely sure if I should take sells because it would be counter trend and it wouldn't make sense. So yeah, it would make more sense to... Yep, there you go. Okay, that makes sense. Now as for NZD, I think this is looking much better. I should focus on NZD now and not AU, because AU, I mean, if you can get a continuation, maybe. Yeah, there's literally no reason for me to be even looking at that garbage. But essentially, we got our external break. This is going to be our last main breaker structure. So realistically speaking, this is where price should start to reverse on me, I think. So we need a good area. Let's use this one. And we already got the mitigation. That's not good. 5.3. I'm not gonna take it straight off. I'll wait for the order flow shift instead. I think did we get an order flow shift? This is an order flow shift down. So what I'm gonna do is there any confluences? Absolutely not. There is no confluences. That is just... yeah, that's just terrible. Maybe if we can get inducement. Nope, we don't get inducement either. All right, no trades. No trades from me, bro. Okay, now we have a trade. We clearly have a low to target. So I'll be taking it. Wait, does price come back? Oh, shit. No, it doesn't. All right. Now I'd be taking a sell. I mean, I'm not looking at AU at all. I need to look at NZD only. So can we get mitigation on this? Maybe. Is this, if we get a mitigation on this, yeah, this is about to go crazy. Oh, what? No, this is not a valid trade, guys. All right, this is not a valid trade. Not a valid trade because news happened. It ended up hitting TP. That's nice. Okay, but what the? How the hell did this just play out? I mean, it makes sense. It's logical. Okay, that's fair enough. But look at my end. This has to be the most perfect trade of all time. I have never seen a trade like this before. Live trading, backtesting, anything. I've never seen a trade like that before. Wow. That's no, that's insane. What the hell? I have never seen. What? I mean, okay, yeah, the weak structure was there. I get that. And it hadn't reached. Okay. Wow, bro. That has to be the best trade of all time. But it's still not valid. I would not have been taking that in real life because it's because of news. So I wouldn't be taking that. Yeah, that has to be by far the best trade of all time. I've never seen a trade like that. What the hell? And what time is it now? Okay, then it's still valid. So what I'd be doing is overall we are still bullish. Now this reaction right here, it is absolutely insane, right? So as soon as I see this type of reaction on the 15-minute time frame, I'm throwing myself at setups. Okay, I'd be looking for some crazy reversal. No, not a crazy reversal, but should I? It's valid. I'll take it. No, wait, I shouldn't be taking this because there's no confluence. This is bad practice. Yeah, but the reaction though is so good. Nah, you know what? I have to be true to myself. Yeah, there was no good confluences, so it makes sense. There's no imbalance. I mean, actually I should have taken it like this. This would have been valid. Right here, there was no imbalance, so I don't know why I took that. That was so dumb. Yeah, I think I'm just messing about now because, I mean, it's too late, bro, for this. All right, let's see. It's 3. Let's just come to the next day, last day. Friday, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. All right, we got 8 a.m. Okay, by the looks of things, we are. All right, we are bearish. Okay, we are clearly bearish. There's literally no way we're not bearish. I do not see how it will not be going down. Okay, this has to go down, surely. And what I'd be doing is I'd be taking a little continuation like this. Let's take it off that. 4.2. I mean, the rest of the world is horrible. But let's take it. Let's see. Alright, now that right there is crazy. Wait, what? The trade was amazing. What? Wait. Ah, don't tell me. Don't tell me it's gonna go all the way up now. Alright, I think. Okay, this is counter trend, so I'm not gonna take this. But essentially, what's happening is prices creating inducement for a zone above because we did shift bearish right here. So I would be expecting maybe if we can get a reaction of this supply, then I'd be looking at that because we can clearly see there was a big push down and then we're getting a pullback into a zone right here. It could be to the extreme, maybe, or it could be to like this little imbalance that's right here to then go back down to target that low. So I'm gonna wait until price aligns again for sells. I'm not gonna take anything. So let's see. What about here I'm waiting for price to go back down. 100%. We clearly had this order flow shift back bearish. This is internal structure though, so what could be happening is that price failed to break this low and we're targeting this high. So all I can do right now is not take anything and just wait for price to either align or wait for it to go and, like, you know, go near breaking this low and just take a continuation. There's not much for me to do. So by the looks of things, it's going for that high at the moment, or it could be going for this and it respects the internal 15-minute protected structure and then going for that low again. So I'm gonna have to just wait. I'm not gonna take anything. There's literally nothing for me to be taken. So AU, if AU goes for this high, then I'll start going for the longs. Right now there's no point, and there's no point in me taking anything until we get an external shift of flow. Bearish. So right here we just got, okay, that's an external shift of flow bearish. Now, you know what, before we had, so there is news. Is it news? No. At 3 p.m. No, that's for Tuesday. That's for September. We're looking at August 30th, which is now 1:30 p.m. What time is it right now? It's 10. So what I'm gonna do is we just got to shift back down. So I'll be taking this sell right here. 4.7, 5.7. It respected that high, so meaning this low is weak in the target, and that overall low would be the weak structure. So let's see. So we got mitigation. Let's see AU. Honestly, I mean, this is valid. We do get a reaction. I'll take it off. No, actually, I won't take it off this spot. Let's see what NZD is doing in the meanwhile. By the way, I mean, I don't mark this stuff in my back test because I already know in my head, but what I'm focusing on is this big one leg going down. So essentially it's just like a pullback to go back down. Okay, that's what I'm thinking in my head. And I need to close the trade before 1:30 p.m. Let's see if this even plays out. So okay, this is definitely playing out so far. All right, that looks good. AU looks very good so far. Clearly this is the weak structure and the target at the moment. And we are just, so I'll be taking this next continuation. All right, let's see. But the thing is, now what I mean, it's getting close to news. Should I take it? I'll take it. If it's right around news, I'm not gonna take it, and I'll put my to break even. What time is it? So it's 1 hour away, so I'll take it anyway. Let's see. I'll take it either way. 1.5 AR. I'll take it. It's fine. Market condition. It's got imbalance. It's very good. Looks very good. So right before news, can we get a TP? We get a TP right before news. Okay. So now that we hit TP on this, what I'm gonna, would this have been a trade? Yeah, this is a trade right here. That's another win. I think this has to be a win, right? 1.6, 2.5. So this is another win right here. We get equal lows there. All right. So just because we got this win, I'm gonna be willing to, you know, let's run it through news. F it. You know, I'll put my, yeah, let's just keep it up there. What time is it? It's 1:30. Or should I close it right before news? That would be the next continuation right there, by the way, right here. That'd be continuation. Going down. Oh shit. Maybe we should have closed. Maybe should have closed. Did the news happen? Oh, this is with news. Okay. Okay, just because of the win, I'm not gonna close it. Okay. We are still going for this low. Are we? No, not for that low. We're going for this low because we clearly respected this high up there. Yeah. So we're going for that low still. Oh my god. Did we get stopped out? Oh my god. What the? Yo. Now you're telling me What the hell? Wait. We're not done. We're not done. I need to take a continuation. Get me a continuation ASAP. Get me in. Get me in. Get me in. Let's use this POI. I don't care. We just got a big ass win. I need in. I need to get in. I need to get in. Let's go. Let's take this continuation. Tourist reward. Is this gonna be a win? Let's go for EU as well. Do we have another one? We've got one right here. Let's just take continuations. Go on. Let's just keep going. Because we're up for the day. I don't care. I'm gonna keep on taking them until I get stopped. I don't know when they're gonna. Do we got mitigation? We got mitigation here. Oh my god, wait. We're about to get stopped. Shit. Alright. Shit. That's not good. Alright, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it. Alright, okay. I got greedy. Yeah, I got greedy. It was counter trend actually because externally we're still bullish, right? And now we're at an extreme POI. So realistically, what's gonna happen now is we're probably gonna go target that high. Yeah. I got greedy. Alright, that shouldn't have happened. Alright. What we got next? Let's see. Wait. Oh no, I wasn't wrong. It just wanted to pull back. Oh yeah. Oh, that's just unfortunate then, isn't it? Yeah. It's 4 p.m. Maybe we can get something else. A nice continuation down maybe. Wait. What are we even targeting? Oh, we just shifted bearish. We have to take something. Externally, we shifted bearish. There has to be something, right? No good continuation so far. This looks good. All right. I mean, it's 6. I mean, yeah, I can't take it anymore. All right. Let's just see about would this run. All right, we would get stopped out on this anyway. I mean, that's why I don't take trades at this time. It's all good. Damn. All right. Then that's the back test. Finished. We ended up with 62,000 in profit. Wow. Show me that analytics gone. I'm done. I'm finna sleep, bruh. All right. We ended up with 56% win rate with a percentage return of 30. I think it's 31%. I think. Let's see. Where is it? 31%. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 unprofitable days. Wow. What a back test. Look at this card. That is absolutely gorgeous, bro. Look at that. Oof, that's beautiful. $62,000 in 1 month. Now, honestly, if this was me actually trading, I reckon the trades would be about 2/3 of this, and I would have probably made instead like half of this, because when I don't usually take 2 setups at a time. So in this back test, when I take 2 trades, like I do it, but it doesn't happen that often, right? It happens here and there sometimes. So I think it would most likely be about half of the profit and half of the trades, or 2/3 of that. Yeah, 2/3 more like, yeah. So probably like 40k, 30k, 35k this month of the back test. That would be more accurate, but yeah, I mean, this is crazy results, bro. Absolutely amazing. I did not expect to do this good. Because my best month was when I had, how much was it? Like a 20% return. And on paper, when I was trading on demo, my best return was like 15% in a month. So, and this is with risking 0.5%. So it's actually half of this, meaning it would be 30k for the month on this 200. If I was going for like a prop from 200k account. So this is actually very impressive. Now, honestly, I'm thinking of on prop firm challenges to start risking like 0.75% instead, or like 0.8%. I might do that. So if I were to apply that same risk here, I mean, P&L wise, it would be a completely different story. But I don't like, this is crazy. I mean, the whole point of this was, you know, to go through the logic of the way I trade. So, I mean, clearly it works. Okay. I just have to do the same thing in the live markets, which I have been doing for the past like 4 months now, 5 months now. And I've been profitable, no problem. So I just have to just keep going. And as for back testing, I think I'm done for now because I don't really need to be back testing. I was just doing it for the YouTube video. So yeah, there's not really much else to go through. I hope you guys enjoyed this backtesting session going through August. So I hope you guys learned a lot. And I mean, I know that it was late at night right now and I wasn't thinking straight for like some of the days and I wasn't doing as good, or like I wasn't getting my bias down properly and I wasn't even looking at the higher time from that much. And I was just sticking to just 15-minute and 1 minute, which you can do, but when I trade on the live market, I usually go look at the higher time from every day. So this is why I don't backtest. I like to forward test instead because I get to sit there and actually do my whole analysis and it's more realistic. Whereas a back testing, because there's so many days and so many opportunities that you're going through, you end up becoming lazy and you end up skipping some stages. So this is why it's not good in my opinion. And then of course the psychological aspect you don't really give attention to because the market is just not moving in real time, so you don't actually know how you'd be feeling when you're taking those trades in real life. Okay, so the whole idea for this backtest is just to go through the concepts, right, with the way I trade. That's it, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys learned a lot. Let me know. Let me know. I don't know. Just let me know how you're doing, I guess, and let me know what stage you're at with your trading journey. And if this video was helpful, and that's pretty much it. So hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my prop firm challenge videos in a bit.